expecting a huge game. Nah, quite expected. Obiabe try to play the psychological aspects of the game. What I say, because game we psychology plays the game very well. Madrid wanted to take advantage of referees in some kind, you know, to create chaos. Send ye beya, ye luswa. You bet me aka send the referee Bobby crown on there will say yes say. You see, intentional. I think say Madrid knows very well say Barcelona born no more born. Be a bit yes. So let's create a window, and they took advantage very well. And they really took advantage of the situation. And say no, and then right for minutes 1, every single minute will be analyzed by the Madrid team very well. Say, VAR for now was kamufle hey Yanka. It's psychological aspects, they wanted to take it serious. Me, two teams asamu si ni e kan ase wu se ba ko pe na enye so ba catch us omumienu me se Spanish football referees in some na ye omumienu a eno ansamu ye si ye ase wu se na bi si da wo Spain se Barcelona for Madrid for mo pesa and then mugu ibi si pe mo Barcelona ya mu ye bi join me television no na me kasam chiro 2000 season. That's like 25 years ago. Na me watch John main kasam. Copa del Rey semi-finals. Atletico Madrid eshe Barcelona 3-0. Now some kobo second leg. Second leg, you know. Dates no what they share no na international break in mu a ye be start asanso resume ya. And Barcelona so omuni players. Inti yes dates no La Liga force ye mfimu. Kramo ko ball no. Barcelona force ye players yes 7. Na 7 no chese den kwada ani bi kan but emrana na yede Copa del Rey those days ne say chese wo youth players miensa pe na obetimi dia ka ho nti Barcelona the youth players ne kan one is in 10 players and Barcelona for say yeah monko for the master recall your players they can play nti that time Rivaldo Figo Clivert omu nyina ko international break and so mo Barcelona for so yeah monko for the momo you know what Barcelona did Famicom television, John television. Mo had the Barcelona for ye. Game now. Let's go Madrid for Abba Park. Barcelona for so Abba Park. Pep Guardiola na oye capito no di team name.
Me hu na me hu se sa no be.
Pep Guardiola. Me pa chop here. Jose Mourinho na ti o ejina ho no. Jina koko echi kakra. Jose na ejina ho no.
Na Pep kan o na Jose kan o.
It is Louis Mahal and na ye coach. And Jose na assistant. It Jose na ejwe na nim. So was ye mu na. You know, Pep Guardiola and the lead team. No, Barcelona bar park no more 10 players. 10 players spent on the bar park. And see, my game no go. And see, Omura no Barcelona force so she shoot bench for no. Share Jose Mourinho, Louis Van Gaal. Omuna she shoot and a Pep Guardiola. And buy no more rap park no so omuna ba begina echiro. And a Pep Guardiola rap park no so and no ne refuse no mo. Kokasa. And see Pep Guardiola na a captain no. President na on some the camera to no so Pep Guardiola na ya no catch a place mu nyina move free park no so ko move free park no so ko e no pam mu nyina no ko
ase me mu Xavi o mo ko na Xavi na kauna na
nkwada ni bia de mo kauna Xavi kan
na Xavi kan
yeah mpanyifo no na ye Puyo Simayu ni Segi Gabri mo ne ade Pep Guardiola on refuse no kwa kasa se mo e na mo se chinchina ayembo ye the 10 players pe ne buy ntimi mo bo no e na opam place ni nyina so mo ko and free park also.
Atletico Madrid is almost 3-0 first leg,
3-0.
You not just omu jana omu person bobo second leg.
Sano ko for esusu.
Almost so many place.
Ain't he? Say tournament na yen say na kakra no. Ibi esi pen. Omu mi no obi aye bi. Mitina me awu masa mi pese me gia tu because asam ne ba. No mo create scenario. Let me debunk another myth. Another thing people normally say, and Real Madrid for no Copa del Rey you funny serious. Na Barcelona for no funny serious into no magic baby no. Yeah, it is a lie. Barcelona bought Copa del Rey 42 times. Omako finals. Maku 42. Madrid ako finals 40 times. 40. They have lost 20 finals in the Copa del Rey. If they are not serious, do you think they will go to the final? Omako 40 times. So Into your mates, some na nanko for kano. Your mates, let's discuss the game. You're giving one kasa and kasa. Ken, Yerinkai, I think you say there is a general knowledge. People are beginning to accept the fact to say Madrid for no omo defense a worse. I understand they have a porous defense, and yet, but if I tell you say league na yeah bono, Barcelona consider more goals in Madrid, I'm sure you'll be surprised because the general myths and information around town is that Madrid for defense they yet they've considered just 31 goals in the league. Barcelona considered 32 in the league. It's the real fact a woman say two teams the woman defense your porous obia defense in yet, but most of the times the argument is that Barcelona defense they offside offside. The last time I was telling you, Barcelona conceded chances, Papa. Opponents create chances, but just that they are wasteful. It told me a new defense in here. Now the difference between the two, they say, Barcelona for no winning one, only a little more than two. Madrid for no, they cannot score goals. The last time Madrid share opponents 2-goal difference. Say match opponents, match 3-1, 2-0. Ebia 2 goals difference, you know. That was way back in February against Girona. I almost say Girona 2-0. Apart from that game, Madrid have bought games Makumako 14 times. Nina 2-1, 1-0, 3-2. Can you imagine? 14 games in here. Omuntimi said teams bear 2 goals difference. Meanwhile, in the same number of games, Barcelona are scoring goals. It's a difference between Madrid this season and Barcelona this season. They say Barcelona drew any more Kofono on the show. Madrid a problem. Senye sa. The last 2 games here ya we 4-0 Bako. And Bako so see 5-2. Into 2 games, you know, a 9-2. 9 no. And about Madrid Falcon see this number of goals, you know. It's clearly analyzing these 2 games very well. Kid, the reality woman say Nima Miensa, and I think say Madrid should look at. First of all, let's go into it. It is quite obvious what Washa Madrid Barcelona game pan say. Madrid e lucky adebi. Adene say ye bo game na Madrid esha 1-0. Na Madrid de ball pa Barcelona are composed. They don't give the game up easy. Till ya starting game. Madrid are share 1. Madrid are playing very well. The impossible Barcelona team na Diego. They are more composed. They play their normal football. Though Madrid they dominate. Turn the page. Barcelona share 1. Na Barcelona baller. Madrid team no ejigu. Lack of composure anytime they beat Barcelona. Na Barcelona pass ball no win a ball ni be ma. Barcelona team no, sorry, Real Madrid team no, they forget about tactics. Na fe team na Diego, na fe they've resorted to Yanko Chano, min pussy way, min pim way. These unnecessary antics. Won't say Madrid has started air conceding goals. That's the problem. First thing I want Madrid to look at and say, game or no, there is no way Madrid can dominate Barcelona in games. Barcelona, they are possessive team. Team a passing ye, you cannot dominate them. So it is quite obvious. Say, oh no more bar. On me taking possession, on me ball, but some more pass here. It does not mean he say lose composure, lose temper, na chobi, na copy mobi. To one say, idea was some more tackle no, as some close spaces. No more be wobu. Na fi Barcelona take it. Into any time ya a hardly possible say Madrid. Asha Barcelona atete no kra to say if I do remember 2 years ago I'm sure 4-0 one between but most times Barcelona for Madrid I'm sure we bebre and I said no I'm sure it is not as if say Madrid for the mobile to me use space by 30 minutes so much on 3 30 minutes no Madrid they lose sa composure no. What did I say? For instance, 4-0 now no show me. First half, it was goalless draw. Second half, you buy after pass Pedri, the man Lewandowski said, na do team ni nyina jego. Na fe goals no, what was so sa. Okay, the 5-1. Madrid scored first. Say 5-2 no. Madrid share first goal. So we catch us a game ni Bedania. Can we ni? But even after 1-0, na Madrid ball no more ball. Barcelona kept their composure. No money ball no. Your boy a normal ball and go for the best show. Sadia na basawo Madrid the any no. I think that Carlo Ancelotti should start looking at that. Because Eben play role. Barcelona, what they will do today, and they say they will get Madrid players frustrated. You be passable on the okay. Point number 2, they say Carlo Ancelotti and the lineup. No, he needs to accept the fact that so the lineup should be based on Barcelona's lineup. Let me explain. Barcelona for strengths, and what now they buy Madrid for lineup. Barcelona strengths in saying Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and the left back Gerard Martin and the original. Inti omu used to wing sini pa first. Inti Madrid 4-year lineup. Ubo Lucas Vazquez. Unim say Lucas Vazquez defensively or you poor. So whoever plays in front of Lucas Vazquez, as I said, defensively Obuano. And notice that my lineup no. Me say Kylian Mbappe ne ankle no still na se na ya ne ya no. Me dwendwe husuma Madrid kakra. Because Lucas Vazquez bobo 2 I was sorry for the advantage na right wing go. Ideally, Senka Rodrigo Goes ne form no ho pa. Can we say some part for Rodrigo Goes ento. But now say me hu jafu ye. Me hu Rodrigo Goes ye. Because SSM Madrid find ways to help Lucas Vazquez. Mendy 3-1 Albono. Ken, say Carlo Ancelotti. Woman best left fullbacks the way we say he will choose Mendy or Ginidi because defensively, officer Mendy better actually most of the left backs. And no Mendy Bobo Biano likely saw the Vinicius Junior eto number 11 ho. Internet Misusu say or Bobo Vini 11 ho because Mendy saw your fit there or Bobo Vinicius Junior on the left. Nature say, first of all, we are solving our fullbacks issue. Afei, Barcelona engine pa ni Pedri. Ken, how do we solve the Pedri's problem? Okay, yataka sembi say, Sima oppossessible biya dangerous. But Sima oppossessible essential 4 passes behind the ball more dangerous. Let me quote it again. Any team that possesses the ball is dangerous team. But team will be also possess the ball or some sort of 4 good passes. 4 good passes behind the ball. No. Barcelona is a possessive team, yes, but today they possess and they have good passes. And until we are more dangerous, no. It's Ken. Mami Pedri asam na menka asam to na me di be rap Pedri conversation. I come back to the Madrid strength. Share afi games a Barcelona bo biano. A team may decide so be city deep biano. Barcelona still creates chances. Why? Because their defensive midfielder Opasi. Their number 8 Pedri Opasi. Dani Omo no about 10 opasi. Center backs in no. Pau Kubasi, any Inigo Martinez, Omo pasi. It's Barcelona behind the ball. They have more than 4 good passes. Na Mpempi no do breaking pass na pa ye Pedri. And no, and they may come 100 for midfield and I say, how are they going to organize themselves in midfield? Because if you give Pedri space this season, Pedri, the other kind of football. No, aside they say my jibbo, me try me home, my tenny, my passy. Say the Pedri, the other kind of this season. They say Pedri to me passable ni. Nanano, omone, mama the other one. And nano passable be at the Lamine Yamal. I'm a Lamine Yamal ya 1v1 pass ni. Na bo we say ya. Enka Pedri am for bona basu be bring. E shemi say Lamine Yamal say born. It say Pedri no. or the pass I can game in the home. And as I say, what you born in the free Barcelona and same one, or Timmy sounds so attacking to acquire any engine. No, so don't give him space. How do you not give him space? Then, and yeah, as I said, anytime will be there should there should be one player always close to him. And no, I am me whom by Madrid for defense in here. Because they say, as I said, Anya be a Pedri footballer. Someone should close to him. Someone every time will be someone should always be close to Pedri. Send your bear. The passes ever go sideways.
Last year, na Madrid show me home and away. Barcelona team.
Jabi team, yeah.
But the same place. No more show me home and away. Almost show me home away. Dear na Madrid for the better. I know my team the show me because that number paying count. To know my boss have front three no. Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo ne aye jubileum. Enti atore bia jubileum ne vini ne kujina anymore. Na Rodrigo awe drabeka midfielders no one fin. Na ball ne saying. Na ma defo timi keep ball because no more Toni Kroos ne ayi. Omo timi keep ball no. And omo pass better e run more. Enti more no be run no e ba sa Pedri mumum. Sa players no mu kura ball no bebre no mu nya ball no bi kura na omo yeden because the bia no more run koba Madrid from pass ball no better this season passing especially final third passing enko.
So you are talking about a Madrid with Toni Kroos.
So inti omo team only one player penalty say bia.
No, but it's yes assassin on say omo ni ni so profile ni bi wo. They be someone
because I'm just born to me pass. 1, 2, 3. Make last season no.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 passes. You do baby come to me pushy Barca for no so kakra. Time yes or more pin up. Time yes or more defend. It's no more better. One players not coming in other so. Even almost say you included with another player or no cross and will pace more. But this time round, so almost passable now, almost lose in them. And baby anya so mo pass na omo yeden omo pass and ade ba ko aye me won Carlo Ancelotti we 5-2 na planify start here na long yeje 1-1 long but sa ball ni na so we say a defensive errors na ma sa go na yeden e ba ye na enya o star no
okay fine
we city dey na that boy Diaz also
Ruben
Diaz and Abasa dey na defender ben and yes I'm mistaken 1v1 about the advantage and say original so sa o dey abo games ni bebre emfa o dey ko game bia ma game Barca na wo ka no na Frankie de Jong as e be a referee no he's even better inside games na ya born champion players ni na 4-0 no oba ye na game ni yede because na 1-1 na 0-0 second half oba na game ni na besesai enti okura ball no more and na Pedri wo form enti se okaso obebo Dani Olmo ana se Femi Lopez ba ko pekura ka ho a so who say omenya dominance they got to many people
exactly so you see I'm happy you are raising this point. Barcelona on time ball long passes e wo mu finfin yo tio time at Madrid they will Toni Kroos no those long passes comes through him from midfield. Barcelona's midfield today are short passes, but short passes you know almost too accurate to the extent they say almost team players 5 you know almost short passes a year almost from Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, Pedri
between Olmo and the boy no one had any because about Frankie de Jong no about Pedri Dani Olmo I don't think so
be anywhere onim number 10 nebo our Barcelona team ni chain Dani Olmo the insia Femi Lopez ni argument ni be mu ni say Lewandowski wenyi on press and a Femi Lopez no one day or the pressing and Pempi sa Lewandowski be born na e was say Femi Lopez ni gina 10 se ne be ya omo pressing a 4-4-2 a Femi Lopez ni be ya one day adwuma ne dia ma no but if you are Ferran Torres who is young energetic can runner you don't need Femi Lopez. So Dani Olmo is okay.
Now Kwame analysis no ka bibi say ohun say Lewandowski inni hono be ha Madrid say oh a boy Madrid in the way because almost center backs and pay those kind of players mobile say man marking and those things say more without a proper number 9 a be movement ntebasa e be den diama Rudiger ne Raul Asensio wine is almost picking up because we na be draba obi abeba be ball no bi abo se Lopez kra mo na se o musambe eden esambe kan wo dia ebe yem pass outside your penalty box na ba ko movie na then pass na eden na pass na ko woni se Lewandowski eni ho no ebe bo Barca na se e wiki no team no because onim go ni she chomo ina.
No, but I any day I prefer Lewandowski. I prefer Lewandowski because lethal born never turn any more and these games exactly. So you need someone who is clinical. Almost short passes, no. Power. You see, one of those things are the coach can surprise us. He said Daniel Mas a false 9, Femi Lopez as a 10.
Non drop of Ferran Torres. What him saying, sir?
Because it's one of those things he can do.
Because point in Ferran Torres will Copa del Rey.
On one level form.
Into under normal circumstances. As in Madrid for starting Hendrick. But say Hendrick in ego kin on Ferran Torres.
But Lewandowski fit and Ferran Torres on start.
It is Mbappe ni hono coach ni ntimi nya sa akokodro ne say me start Hendrick.
So Mbappe DNA 50-50 because the 9 still now no fit Otumika obre on say uncle so the no under odi Tumika say Mbappe nya fit. I'm not too sure he would want to put Hendrick there. So the game is that okay, so nya fit no be called 4-4-2 obebo Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior as 9 and 10
yeah.
Which say me I would prefer Vini 7 in call left wall because he say Vini left wall no. I want them about me bopa. Now my Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo Goes
9
and 10 instead. Because Jude Bellingham again, honestly, Jude Bellingham or when him go piano is dangerous. Jude Bellingham no or ben penalty box now or ye dangerous a chain Rodrigo Goes money. I'm telling you this. Rodrigo Goes no or Rani but say presence of Jude Bellingham when him no dangerous. So I would always want to see him around the box. So I would prefer Bellingham, Rodrigo Goes as 9 and 10. Brahim Diaz on the right.
Na Carlo Ancelotti 9 and 10 now Bono Edilson. Say Ostatena say bonus a game no your fan say omulusu control kakra bi no mo ba chira. Number 10 no bebo number 4 and I won hwe. Omo nyina ne na manfimfin, omo ne na manfin, da bi omo but omo wani mo won say omo ye da bi an think ne ye means stop away why? Because Oba Arsenal no thinking about Saka. Or thinking about Martinelli.
No, but Ken.
Now, Obebo against your friend is saying.
Basa.
Obebo against Basa.
Lami Yama.
Or more important player like Lami Yama. What other than on share on also the players in the club because they be a weekend attackers, you know. Especially we say Jude Bellingham. Born your best starting on the match. Not only the Memphis. Rodrigo Goes Ebeba become right back, you know. Dear say Vinicius Junior na ball left ono so be enti ombenya ball no bia no within center circle you know munni Samuel de bia is always thinking about opponent no threat on thinking about on the players no threat
say on no strengths no normally the idea of Carlo Ancelotti is that I have individual players are very good uja ball on the man when a counter attack situation transition situations
okay
advantage but can you see get any say
mama ne chama me den komo kakra
game no afa a 2 coin. I understand Carlo Ancelotti by knowing very well saying it's all drain opponent strength because the defense is weak. Rudiger on your feet not the ball. Follow Mendy on your feet. Lucas Vasquez on your day. Into the back four you're 100% a Raul Asensio and a Timu Kutu Obejini Into clearly he understands his problem. Into what the okaso or your problem. However, the other aspects of the coin, which I do agree with you, they say seems in Nketi a breachy Barcelona defense high line and almost breaching easily. Especially and they are boya Gerard Martin Ibebo Ibi. As I said, Real Madrid taking advantage of Gerard Martin position order because just open maybe far a Gerard Martin. I understand to say defensively Madrid needs to look at issues but offensively so no Madrid will advantage. Barcelona highline no more bonus several times opponents the one pass it's mere breaking line. Interestingly, who of Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo Goes. I mean, these are good runners. If Kylian Mbappe is not fit, that's about these two players. These are two good runners. So I understand. Yes, defensively, yes, but anymore. Madrid needs to also open up and create chances.
No. Okay,
advantage Barcelona.
Advantage Barca.
Final.
Chairman, na boko there.